Okay, so the next video is going to be focusing on the glutes. So another mistake people make when working to reduce lower back pain is that they assume that the problem is all around the core and the center, and they need to almost stretch out their lower back. And the truth is, it couldn't be further from the real problem. So a lot of the time, problems in the lower back are coming from poor habits around the hip joint. And actually, to really reduce the strain on the lower back, we need to create more space in the hip joint and get more better functioning around the hip joint. So the next video, we're going to be using just an overball underneath the pelvis, and I'm going to be talking you through a sequence that just gets this connection of the heel and the sits bone. And if you're not sure where the sits bone is, if you just take a seat onto something hard, and you're just going to think of really bring your pelvis right onto the edge of your seat so you can really feel the sits bones, and then just think of drawing the sits bones into each other. You'll feel how you get that little bit of a lift out of your seat. So that's just engaging the muscles around the sits bones. Obviously the bones themselves don't engage, but you're just getting a sense of drawing, of gathering the sits bones into each other, so we get those attachments at the top end of the hamstrings to fire up, which is what we need, because that also helps to support the lower back. Okay, so you lie down on your back and you raise your pelvis and place the overball underneath your pelvis, or you could use a cushion if you don't have a ball. You allow your tailbone to be heavy on the ball, and you're going to take a breath in, and as you breathe out, you sink your belly back to your spine gently, and you slide one leg down along the floor underneath you. Keep sinking your belly back to your spine. Now at the bottom, as you inhale, flex your foot, press into your heel bone, and as you exhale and drag the heel back in towards you, just engage around that sits bone. So we breathe in and breathe out to extend the other leg away. You breathe in there, flex the foot, and as you flex the foot, you press into the heel, switch on around that sits bone area and drag the heel back in. So you breathe in and you breathe out to extend the leg underneath you. Breathe in, flex the foot, press the heel into the floor, and exhale, connect into the sits bone as you push the heel into the ground and drag it in. And you do that on the last side to extend the leg away. Inhale, flex, and press the heel into the ground and drag the leg back in. Inhaling and exhaling. Now you switch on around those sits bones and you begin to raise the pelvis off the ball just from the sits bone area. So you clear the ball and you breathe in up at the top and breathe out to roll the spine down now bone by bone. So that takes us into the bridge preparation. So you breathe into the belly at the bottom, breathe out to sink the belly, rock into the back of the pelvis, and now switch on around the sits bones as you raise the pelvis up. So you're kind of raising the pelvis, opening the front of the hip, not just jamming into your lower back. And then breathe in up at the top, and on the way down you can really roll down through the spine. Breathe into the belly, breathe out, sink the belly, rock into the back of the pelvis, engage around those sits bones to lift the pelvis up, breathe in up there, and then as you breathe out, you soften the breastbone, soften the ribs to roll the spine down, and at the bottom, just really bring the tailbone down to the floor, and then you can do a little bit of a windscreen wipe of the knees from side to side, just to release the hips. So you can do a few more on your own if you need to, so really getting that connection into the lower glute, the top of the hamstring, and that's pretty much it. Thank you.